Well, hello and welcome to Diego C. Palace. Hope you can all hear me and see me okay. Just doing a reaction to the Women's Arsenal Champions League fixture, and just trying to get the live stream for the Manchester City women are currently playing against Hammrby, and it's coming up to about 18 minutes. They're still 0-0, but what an amazing match between earlier on between the Juventus women versus the Arsenal women. Very steady, evens in my opinion. First half, although I think the Arsenal women did edge it in the first half, and of course at half time it was 1-0 for the Arsenal women. And in the second half, Arsenal just turned up another gear. It was absolutely absolute scenes. They basically, they're Arsenal women's football fans. They got their Arsenal back. I'm sure they've been waiting for that for a while. And in Europe, in the UEFA's Women's Champions League, this is the group stages. They have the Arsenal women convincingly. It was like a training session there in the second half versus the Juventus women, and the Arsenal women scoring in the end 4-0 again away at Juventus, and yeah, very well done. Oh, 1 minute, just took the. I've just done the and let me just go on here. Right, that's not working. So I'm just gonna. I've done the lineups for the Arsenal, for the Juventus women versus the Arsenal women. I'm just gonna put it in the chat, or if I can find it. There it is. Okay, how do I do this now? Go back there, create a new one. First, right, let me make sure everything looks okay. Right now, I need to send that to there. Just bear with me. Right, here we go. It's there. Let me just put this on the God. There it is. Copy. Right, I'm putting in the. I'll work out how to do this. I'm putting in the description. There, I'm putting the description. That's the so far. That was the lineup for Oh, actually, I might as well put it was 4-0, wasn't it? 4-0, and I'll put on here full time results. At half time it was 0-1, wasn't it? Yeah. Half time it was 0-1. Right, so then that's saved there. That you should be able to see that now in the description if you're interested in the lineup for the Arsenal women and the Juventus winning. But that ended at 4-0 to the Arsenal women. Well done to them. Oh, good evening there, Steve. Big up to you. Hope you're well. Thank you for dropping in. And let me just try and get the other match going here. What have I got to do here? Go down. What's going on? What now? Is that okay? Oh, I'll let that go there. I think that's working all right. Let's just get comfortable. Yeah, so it ended 4-0. I'm just trying to get the lineup for the. Oh God, let me get the other match on. Return. And then I've got, what have I got to do here? Oh, wait a minute. Is it on? Is it on there? I don't know. Just 1 second, please. Come in, Steve. Just 1 second. I'm just trying to get the other match on. No, it's not in there. Of course not. Right, let me just get that out of the way. And then I'll put... I'll get that going there. I'll leave that over there. Right. Big up to you, Steve. I hope you're well. Oh, you done two of them. I thought you said you was only going to do one. I thought it was one of the other teams called Dingwall Thistle. It was right beside Ross County Stadium. So you did go there. Yeah, I saw some pictures there. Well done. Ah, right. So there was another team in Inverness. It was Highland Athletic, but didn't have time. Oh, right. So you didn't get to go to the second one. And Dingwall was 583 miles from London and 10 hours. That's the furthest I've been north. Well, you probably had good weather for us, so well done there, Steve. I mean, that's the series. Can you imagine the away fans? So can you imagine? So that's in the Scottish Premiership, or if Dingwall Thistle, and also Ross County. Can you imagine? I don't know if they're in the Scottish Premiership or in the first division in the Scottish League. Can you imagine how far those fans have to travel in some mad hours? Ah, right. So you didn't know, but then you checked it out, so you managed to do two, although you thought it was one. Yeah, no, I saw the pictures, man. If you can get up there, but can you? That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine how awkward it could be for away fans going all the way up there? I wonder if the clubs must set up day coaches. I know Crystal Palace does that. That's how I got to see a lot of the away fixtures back in the day. In the old days, you used to go to the box office. Probably could still do it at Crystal Palace at Selhurst, and get and telling you if there's any space in the coaches, and they take you there and they bring you back. But they will pick you up near the stadium or a certain place, and then they'll pick you up, and then they'll bring you back to the same place. They can't drop you off halfway home, and then but yeah, you get up. And I think when I used to coach, I remember going to Man City, Main Road back in the day. I did 2 trips on the coach with Crystal Palace with on the coach to Main Road. We never got anything up there. The old-fashioned stadium before, not where it is now, the new one. So, and so if there's any Manchester City fans in the chat, you'll know about Main Road back in the day in the 90s. Yeah, so good. It's good that you get a chance to have a look at them. And right, let's have a look at what the scores are in the Champions League. Oh yeah, and also scores, I can just say. Oh, Bayern Munich have scored 2 goals within 20 minutes. Oh, so that's the one I will keep on as well. So they're playing really well. Their manager, of course, Aleksandra Strauss, he's it's just levels. They're playing against a side called Valerenga, and I'll have to Google that. I'm not too sure where that is. So it's just squad and depth and ability, I expect. But Bayern Munich have got a very good squad there, and comfortably they are 2-0 up in the UEFA's Women's Champions League group stages. Other results that happened today was Barcelona's not not 5, 7-0, 7-0. It was absolutely ridiculous. The amount of goals. The Ballon d'Or winner, Tatiana Bonmatí, Kira Walsh getting on the score sheet as well. Well done, Kira Walsh. It was more than a training accident exercise for them. It was just, making a statement. The Barcelona women, I've always thought that Kira Walsh should be a nominee for the Ballon d'Or, but she never gets a shout, and I just don't understand it. She's just what ticks, what makes ticks the Barcelona side, if not all the time. And of course, she's a lioness. She plays for England, and Kira Walsh there, Frank Hammrby, and Lucy Bronze. I think it's the best three women football players that I've ever seen on the pitch. And when I watch the Crystal Palace women playing live, when I get the chance to see them, that's the levels I want them pushing levels up towards that ability of the likes of Kira Walsh, Frank Hammrby, and Lucy Bronze. And the Crystal Palace women never give up on each other. They keep fighting the cause. But Barcelona women, they're of course winning 7-0. Romeo, the manager there, it's unplayable. How do you set up a team where you got a midfield of Bonmatí, Walsh, and Nazareth, Nazareth? I mean, how do you break that down? Kira Walsh there is in the number 8 position for a reason, and she's absolutely brilliant. And how she doesn't get nominated for a Ballon d'Or, I do not know. And it's just one of those. Oh, big up to you, Steve. What's that, Seb? No idea. I'm watching. So there is some Scottish football going on. I'm watching. It's Kilbride versus Argyle. As Tuna Herman's Challenging Cup. Oh, it's a cup. It's a challenge cup to speak. Gaelic on the Irish, so speaking Gaelic, not sure how to spell it. Oh, right. 3 teams, East Kilbridge. I was only there seeing no this and how it checks all the teams in the city. All right. So, yeah, so if you can get a few near where you live, that makes a lot of sense. Hold on a minute. Let me just have a look because I'm intrigued to find that out. Quickly, so I'll do. Where do I go for that? Where would I get the information? There's a few National League competitions. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's half time there. Scottish Challenge Cup. It's a quarter-final stages. It's East Kilbridge 2, Argyle United 0, Dunfermline Athletic 1, Alloa Athletic 0, Livingston, which I remember a few seasons ago, they were in the Scottish Premier League. Livingston, what am I doing here? Livingston are 1-0 up at half time against Greenmark Morton. And all right, so you're up in those neck of the woods. Right, well, if you can get a few stadiums in there, that's good for you. Dorking Wanderers are losing to Slough Town. Oh, my days. I'll say no more. Big up to Tower 1 Power. Explosive Lord Dobby. I like the hat. Thank you very much. Cheers for that. I like your hat there as well on the display there. Big up to you. Tower 1 Power, I suppose, Lord Dobby. Oh dear. I have no idea what that's all about. But big up to you. Thank you for dropping in. And I like your hat there. When I'm in this Carlisle, I didn't just see Carlisle United Stadium, I seen Carlisle City. I checked all the teams there. So there's probably there's 3 teams there, isn't it? I hope there's good international games tomorrow. I think No, I thought it was Wednesday. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. What am I talking about? Of course it is. There is some Champions League for the women. The Chelsea women are playing tomorrow. The Real Madrid women are playing tomorrow. There is, I can see. No, I thought it was Thursday. I mean, not tomorrow. No, tomorrow there's, as far as I can see, there's only there is some UEFA Women's Champions League. As I said, Celtic women are versus Chelsea women at 8 p.m. kickoff. Real Madrid versus 20. That's an earlier kickoff at 5:45. Excuse me, the same group. There is some friendlies: Bangladesh, Maldives, Pakistan versus Naples. Oh, the Africa Cup. Oh, well, that's what Albies qualifies. It's not the. Yeah, I was going to say, wow. Yeah, Liberia versus Tonga, Chad versus Sierra Leone, Namibia versus Cameroon. Who remembers this Cameroon, that famous Cameroon side in the World Cup back in the day? And then there's some football going on in the Welsh League Cup. Let me just go quickly searching. Yeah, it's Thursday. It's Thursday when it's the internationals. But going back to today, it's still Bayern Munich women 2, Valerenga 0. Barcelona finished 7-0. Barcelona women versus St. Paulton 7-0. Kira Walsh scoring, getting on there. She's so pivotal in the Barcelona midfield there. For me, as I said earlier on, Kira Walsh should be a nominee for the Ballon d'Or, the way we call it. But she never gets a look in there. Don't know what she has to do internationally, where she plays amazingly for England and for Barcelona, and she never gets a shout. Anyway, Manchester City here just coming up to about 33 minutes, and it's still 0-0 between between Manchester City women 0, Hammrby 0. Alex Greenwood, I should say, just having a little chance on goal, but not close enough. Let me just have a look a little bit at this match, and more importantly, what has Manchester City, the manager Gareth Taylor, what has he put out there? Yep, he's gone up top there with Fowler, Shaw, and Funinho, so that means he's rested. He's resting quite a few players, I can't lie. And Harry Kelly on the bench. And he's gone for Park, Hassan Gawa, and Blind Kindle Brown in the midfield. Back four of the experience, Greenwood alongside Kennedy, and the right back is Kasparji, and Ohabi is their left back. Yamashita is of course their goalkeeper there. So still 0-0 there. He's got options. Gareth Taylor's got options on the bench to call on experienced internationals, to say the least. So my prediction for this one is a Manchester City 2-0 over Hammrby. I have to say I don't know much, like zero much. I haven't done my homework on Hammrby, but they have qualified, so they've got to be doing well, and they are doing well. Their manager is called is Martin Sörgren, and they've gone over the 30-minute mark, and they are 0-0. 1 minute. And from what I can see, is Manchester City have got the ball all the time, like literally. So it should be a matter of time before Manchester City women score, in my opinion. So it is what it is. Oh, hello. Big up to James Stone. Thank you very much for dropping in. Hello, everyone, peeps. Oh dear. I hope you're drinking a soft drink. I know what I'm drinking. It's Crystal Palace Women soda, soft drink. Today I found out. Nope. Today I found out to be a. Oh, well done for the first time. Well done. Well done, James Stone. Congratulations. You're going to be a grandfather. So well done to you, James Stone. Well done. Well done. It's a long trip, 150. Oh, you do have a rare little brandy there, here and there. That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Now, why is this? Actually, I'm going to go quickly to the tables. In the UEFA Champions League, the reason why, I always say that if there is a Premier League or in the women's game, and if there's a women teams of the Barclays Super League, if they're featuring in Europe, then you go and just make sure that they're doing all right. And I'm always back in their corner in the European competitions. And at the moment, the teams involved, not just from England but from the UK, Chelsea women are in Group B, and they top that group. They have played to. They're playing tomorrow, of course. They're playing against Celtic women. It's an evening kickoff, and Chelsea women have played to, and they've won. So obviously they've got 6 points. Real Madrid are in that same group, and they've played 2, but they've won 1 and they've lost 1. They lost that game to 20, who are in 3rd place. Celtic women are in 4th place. They've played 2, but they've lost 2, so that's why they but I fear for them tomorrow, because the squad in depth that Chelsea have got, it's just absolutely, they're not carrying too many injuries, so they've I'm intrigued to see what kind of different type of lineups the Chelsea women's manager does. Tonight the Manchester City women's manager does also, and the Arsenal women's manager, of course, he won convincingly today. He has played 3 but lost 1. Hence why Bayern Munich in Group C, Bayern Munich women, they are leading thus far with 9 points. Juventus women and Balerenga team, they're in 3rd and 4th respectively. But the first 2 teams in each group qualify, as I understand it, into the next stages. So Chelsea women, Real Madrid, Celtic women will have to do a lot better or get very lucky tomorrow against Chelsea women, and then hope that the Real Madrid women, they lose against 20, but who knows. But Arsenal women today, they did a magnificent performance. The Arsenal women, they are probably the Arsenal women fans, they're probably saying, yes, they've got their Arsenal back. The women's team, that's it. I'm not talking about the men's team. In the men's team, they're in the mud at the moment. Literally, they're doing highs and lows. But anyway, let's not talk about the Arsenal men's teams today. But so that's a very convincing win today. The Arsenal women today not just beating, but I mean seriously, they took Juventus women to task in the first half. It ended 1-0. In the second half, the Arsenal women were just literally, they were like in a practice session out there, dominating the play. The possession play was just unreal, 1-to-1 touches there, and convincingly winning there today. Also in Group D, sorry, the Arsenal women, Bayern Munich, they're in Group C. And then Group D, you've got the Manchester City women, and they are on 7 points. That's why they've played 3. The Barcelona women, they have won 2, but they've lost 1. So that's why the Manchester City women, they are leading that group. So you can see from those stages, that it's mostly likely that Barcelona and Manchester City women will qualify. Arsenal women and Bayern Munich should qualify, unless Arsenal women slip up in the last few games. I don't see it. I think the Arsenal women, they'll qualify in 2nd place, and Chelsea women should qualify as well, alongside Real Madrid women. And in Group A, you've got Roma women, Olympic Lyonnais, and they're on 6 points, played 2, so that and then below them they've got Wolfsburg and Galatasaray women that have lost their team. It's coming up to about 44 minutes here at the Jody Stadium. Manchester City women 0, Hammrby 0, and it's a lot of possession, a lot of possession played by the Manchester City women, but no another chance there for Alice Greenwood, but no avail there. Oh my God, where you guys been? Big up to you guys in the chat. Oh, where are we? Okay, you put so much stuff in there. Right, here we go. I'll get you the best stuck in. Huh? Oh, there we are. Yeah, that's it. So, Jameson, congratulations for becoming a granddad for the first time, 53 years. Thank you. Oh, bless you. Shalom. Well done. And Steve replying saying it's 150. I've had a few brandy out. Not a rare. So that's it. You do have a little tip all here and there. Well done there, that man. Yeah, I agree with that, Steve. Get out there and watch the stadiums. I actually miss going to the stadiums. I haven't been to some for a while. Yeah, it's good. This is some historical architectural delight. That's right. And destinations and food and drink on that destination are like. That's good. That's it. You learn about the city, the local community a little bit. You get a little feel for what's going on around the stadium, whether it's a match day or not. I totally agree with you there, James Stone. Very well done there. I do the same as well. And back in the day when we used to go up to Preston North End on the coach, or you get a feel for the club which you're going to watch, and maybe the little city or that part of the town that you're going to. Yeah. I was an Arsenal fan. I would choose over Premier League. I don't. Well, I just choose that the club does it. Yeah, as long as the players are doing all their best. The thing is, the injuries that we're getting at the moment, it's just ridiculous. I call it it's like at Palace we don't do bad information in small doses. It's like I'm sure that every week the Crystal Palace manager, the men's manager, just fears having a text from the medical people, from one of his coaching people. Someone's pulled up again, and we've got another person's. And we just getting it's half time here at the Jody Stadium, and it's ended 0-0. Actually, let me go back to the table as it is, because surely this is the third match. But Manchester City women well in first place there. They haven't lost. Manchester City women have not lost. At the moment, they're on 7 points because they're drawing. So if they do score a goal in the second half, which I think it will be incoming, once they get one goal, the Manchester City women should go on to win. And they should make a count there. So, as I say, the top place in Group D is between Barcelona women and Manchester City women. At the moment, they've both played 3, but of course, this game is ongoing as we speak. Yeah, I agree with you there, James Stone. We are Palace. We are Palace, Super Palace from Sellers. Bring on the Arsenal men's team, both in the League Cup and in the Premier League this coming month, and bring up the Manchester United fans in December. We'll take the fizz and pop out of those Manchester United men's fans there. We'll put a Ruben Amorim back in his box at Old Trafford, because there's an away fixture for the Crystal Palace men. I'm just trying to look. And also, because Steve mentioned it earlier on, in the Scottish Challenge Cup. So I presume that the Scottish Challenge Cup is like the League Cup version that we have here in England. And it's well into the second half there. East Kilbridge 2, Argyle United 0, Dunfermline Athletic 1, Alloa Athletic 0, Livingston 1, Greenock Morton 0. Let me just have a look at the manager for Livingston. I'm sure David Martindale. The name rings a bell. I don't know why, but it does. But they're winning 1-0. Let's look at the tables there. Yeah, I was right. Livingston is not in the Scottish Premiership table. They were last season. I think I'm right about that. I'll just double check that. Yeah, they're not in there. Yeah, I knew that. When you get a hunch of something, and it's just been breaking news there. They're saying that Graham Souness, that he's been awarded a CBE for his services for sport and charity. Yeah, Graham Souness does do a lot for charity, for the awareness of epidermolysis bullosa, EB for short, and he's done some really good work on that. I have to say, I've seen that, and getting awareness out to people, and of course, Graham Souness there swam the channel there for that course. So well done to him for what he's done. He's received his CBE, I think himself and his wife as well. They've both done that for charity courses. Massive game here. I'm just seeing being reported for tomorrow. As I said, the Celtic women will be facing Bambasta's Chelsea women's side, and it's a big task for the Celtic women. I can't lie. Elena Sadiku, who is the head coach for the Celtic women, she's saying here, yeah, she's right about this. She's saying she doesn't think we're going to have a bigger test than this, and I agree with that. but it will be a good challenge for her players, for herself, for her coaching staff, to push levels. And the head coach goes on to say she has a huge respect for the Chelsea team, as is a real admirer of possible as of the opposite number, Sonia Bombasta, adding that how she's perceived as a coach, and how I want to be perceived. So she's looking up to that's the Celtic women's manager, if you like. They call it head coach, Jelena Sadiscu, looking to see how. And I think a lot of coaches will do that because Sonia Bombasta, she won with Lyonnais's women's team last season, the French league. She's won the Champions League with Lyon, and so it's coaches, managers that win those competitions, you have to try and learn from them, I suppose, and that's what the Celtic women manages that. But she goes on to say that Celtic, she's obviously talking about her players now, they've grown the competition, and she's comparing how the Celtic women performed both against 20 women and the Real Madrid women. And she goes on to say, against Real Madrid, we were confident enough to play. We got pressure on. We loved the pressure, and we just showed no fear. So the Celtic women won't give up on each other. They'll keep fighting for the cause, and that's clearly coming from their manager, Jelena Sadiscu. And they're going to need all that tomorrow. Has been she's got an injury there to Caitlin Hayes. Despite the special defender has been suspended by the club. Right. So who missed the last game has been resting despite the speculation that has been suspended. Right. So there's a player, Caitlin Hayes, that has been rumoured that she's been suspended by the club, but no, she's confirming this game has been resting despite the speculation of the defender. So something's going on there in the background. I don't know what, but with Caitlin Hayes, the Celtic player, she's not been performing for the club. She's just said she's been resting. The speculations that something's going on behind the scenes. When something doesn't get announced officially by the football club, there's a reason for that. Why? It's because you've got an employer and you've got an employee. And the employer, in this instance, obviously, is Celtic FC, and they've got to look at the interests of their football club. And the employee, which is Caitlin Hayes, she's got to look after her own thing, and then also they've got to work things out. And the only difference is, unlike in any other profession, is that it's actually public. You have to have a press conference. There's people talking about it, like I am talking about it now. So it's a delicate matter. So there's got to be something that is sensitive to both parties, and they just need to work it out, because clearly they need everyone that is available tomorrow, Celtic women, when they are facing the mighty of the Chelsea women in the UEFA's Champions League group stage. They need everyone there to be on the same page and fighting the cause. And she goes on to confirm that Hannah Kerner and the striker Kit Foreski are injured. They won't be playing. Right. Well, big up to you guys. So what we've got... okay, James, quickly, we say, catch you later. Oh, thank you very much, James Stone, for dropping in. Thank you very much, and congratulations on becoming a grandfather. Well done. Thank you, James Stone. Thank you for dropping in. A Scottish Challenge Cup. What? Steve says a Scottish Challenge Cup. No Premier League team don't play in only... right, okay. Only Championship. Right, so it's not the same. Right, okay, I'm with you. Thanks, Steve. I didn't know that. That means it's... so it's unlike the English League Cup, like the English Base Cup. Right, so then basically there's no... it's only lower leagues. I didn't know that. There you go. Big up to you, Steph. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my days. Oh no. Oh dear. Big up to Steph who's in the house. Big up. Save your energy for real football tomorrow. What do you mean real football? Today the Barcelona women, they scored 7 goals. The Chelsea women ain't scoring 7 goals tomorrow. I don't know why I'm even starting. I don't really know why I'm fanning the fire here. Unbelievable, these Chelsea fans, the jamminess of Chelsea fans, the audacity of Chelsea fans. In every transfer window, the Chelsea fans are always poaching players over there, poaching another one there, cracking a shell there, poaching everyone as players. They're slamming the door. The Chelsea fans, they slammed the door on Mark Gahey, they slammed the door on Mikel Olise, they slammed the door on Ebrieze back in the day because they were too busy poaching a player there, poaching another one there, cracking a shell there. The audacity, and then for them to go on about 8-0. Listen. You know what you can do if you're right with goal scoring. You ain't scoring, eh? You never score. When have you ever scored against us, eh? Oh dear, these Chelsea fans. Oh, give me strength. Give me strength. Penny the guy. Listen, with that beautiful kit there, you're not scoring eight past us. We'll be scoring. The Crystal Palace men will turn the corner. We'll get all our injured players back and we'll score. We held. We're talking about 8-0. I was at the bridge this year, and actually I still got videos to upload. I've managed to upload quite a few already. And at the bridge, the Crystal Palace men got a point. Had it not been for the dodgy lino and the referee, we should have won that match at the beginning of the season. But we got a point to add the bridge. So you know what you can do with that 8. That's right, nowhere near it. Right, going back to tonight's top feature here. For me, I'm wondering if the Manchester City women are just some breaking news here. Chelsea, just hearing the pre-conference here, and some breaking news here. Chelsea are without Ramirez and Bright for the Celtic tie. It's been confirmed by the Chelsea boss, Sonia Bombasta, has confirmed 4 of the first team players have not travelled to Glasgow for Wednesday's Women's Champions League against Celtic. Following are Kadisha Buchanan, Millie Bright, Soisken Nusken, and Maria Ramirez, the international Colombian striker, have all stayed in London. All right, so they're not injured. They just said, right, this is what I mean. The jamminess of Chelsea squad in there. They don't have to take those 4 quality players. They could actually rest them. And probably the reason why is because they've got so many players in their squad, they can't all fit at the same time, and the coaching staffs in the changing rooms, wherever they go, or even at the bridge. Real talk. So she's leaving those 4 players behind. The squad is in a good place, Bombasta says. She goes on to say we have a good dynamic and we are full of confidence. So what she's saying basically there is she's focusing on what, it's not so much what she says, is what she doesn't say. And what she doesn't say there is that obviously the Barclays Super League, Women's Super League competition is paramount of importance for Chelsea. She's saving the minutes, the playing time, and obviously avoiding injuries to 4 of her best players. And she's just saying, right, just stay at home, do some daily training, and we'll deal with the Celtic women with the squad in depth that we can take up there. Then she goes on to say, we have been playing a lot of games, and this is a special week because we play 3 games in 1 week. As a manager, it's important to manage some players. I have some players who didn't travel to this game. So the Chelsea women's manager, Sonia Bombasta, making the decision, because she is their manager. She's resting 4 players for tomorrow's fixture away in Glasgow against Celtic women. And so it's oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, listen to this. Erith Irina Kubov said, playing as much as she has for Chelsea beyond the wildest dream. The midfielder returns to Scotland on Wednesday as Chelsea face Celtic in the Women's Champions League. The Scottish international played for Rangers and Glasgow City between 2013 and 2016 before making her move to Chelsea. That's Erin Cuthbert. Cuthbert, who is 26, has made more than 130 appearances for Chelsea and is an integral part of Sonia Bombas's squad. So it's going to be a very emotional and important day for Erin Cuthbert. I am not going to go into and dwell into the what it means for a player that, in this instance, Erin Cuthbert has played for Rangers, and she's going up there as a Chelsea player, and she's going to be playing against Celtic. The rivalry, that's one match that I would like to see as a neutral, and that's to go and see Celtic women versus Rangers women, or the Celtic men versus the Rangers men's teams, and just watching it and just being there with the popcorn and just going from left to right and watching so not so much of what's going on the pitch, but what the Celtic fans supporting the men and the women, and the Rangers fans supporting their men and their women on the pitch. How do they go at each other? That's got to be something to see. That's got to be something that you got to tick. Some people would like to go up a column, up a mountain. I'd like to check that out. I think that'll be brilliant. As a neutral, I'll do a block for that day. Definitely. That's definitely to do. This is beyond, yeah, so she's happy about that. So it's how to put up in games for 24 nations. They've just released the dates for the internationals for the UEFA for the women's Nations League, and I'm not going to go into that because there's too many of them there. But they've equalised. No way! Right, I'm going to go back to that. Let me see if I can go back to that. Oh, Manchester City just scored. Talking about the thing, I didn't realise that they had started. And first of all, they hit the woodwork. The Manchester City women hit the woodwork. And what did I say at the end of the first half? I did say that the Manchester City, although they've been frustrated, it's a matter of time. They had basically 80%, 3/3, if you like, of the possession play, but they couldn't get over in the last third. Over Hammrby, and in this group table, Manchester City women are in the same it's Group D. They are with Barcelona, Hammrby, and St Paulton, and Manchester City now played 3-1-3. Barcelona are on 6 points because, of course, they lost one game. They had injuries at the time, but they found themselves again today because they won 7-0. And let me just quickly double check. And why is it frozen? Don't freeze. Okay. And yeah, with an assist by Fowler up to Blinken Carl Brown. That is a... Oh, I thought they were checking it. No, it's okay. It does stand. It's Manchester City women 1, Hammrby and 0. They've also rested a few players, of course. They've got some injuries as well, Manchester City women. But they are winning 1-0. And they oh my days, what's going on there in the Scottish? Let me go back to that, but let me just see this. In this thing, they're playing a replay here. The ball's in the middle of the 6-yard box. That was a very good pass there from Mary Fowler and Laura Blinkendale Brown. She's scoring there for Manchester City. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no offside or anything like that. So that stays 1-0, and I expect Manchester City. My prediction for that UEFA Women's Champions League group stage today, the one this is on right now, is Manchester City Women 2, Hammrby 0, but that's my prediction. It's still 1-0. Now, if I go back to the without losing that, Bayern Munich is still winning 2-0 in Group C. Earlier on in that same Group C, Juventus women, they lost 4-0 to Arsenal, and the Arsenal women team getting back to winning ways. And as it has been confirmed, hold on, I can't find it now. Jeez, 5 goals have been scored. That's insane. And actually, I'm going to go into that because I can watch a little bit live there. They're doing substitutions there. This is East Kilbridge versus R United. They're having a little bit of a substitution there. It's 3-2. What's going on there? A minute ago, it was like literally nothing. But halftime, it was only 2-0. So, will IR... That's Howley coming on there. So anything can happen here, Steve. Anything can happen here. Excuse me. Also, looks like Scott Ferguson is coming on from McShane. That's I can see the pitch conditions. That's an AstroTurf, Steve, especially up north there. It's there, all throwing there by the dugout there. That's good thinking there, popping up the wing there. The left back there, little back heel there. Oh, there's a little back heel there nearly. Clever thinking there. Anything can happen there. If you're new, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Kind of a little bit of sidetrack here, but this is also interesting. But earlier on, the Arsenal women, they won 4-0 in the first half. It was 1-0. But the second half, Arsenal women team just up their levels. And basically, it was a training session for them. And they took apart the Juventus women. They just their midfield and their centre back and the right back had a nightmare for me as I was watching that. And for me, a well-deserved win for the Arsenal women. I expect that the Arsenal women's football fans, they'll be saying, yes, at last, they've got their Arsenal back. A lot less could be said about the Arsenal men, especially as Edu has jumped ship and gone to Nottingham Forest. But there you go. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's stay to the script. But here, it's East Kilbride, I should say. 3-2. Still plenty of football here to be played. At least 15 to 18 minutes to be played on normal time. And yep, it's still 3-2. Now, I wonder if I can now go into the other one and not lose. No, I don't lose it. Good. So it's still, I can do both commentary on both matches. Corner, good hands from the goalkeeper. He was going towards the back post. He's looking to play the ball out. And he's hit it. He's hit one of the players. What happens now? Does he give a yellow card? Did someone get in the way? Had that been, I'm not going to talk about referees tonight because I'm going to lose my head over it. Did you see what that referee was saying about the Liverpool manager, ex-manager, and Liverpool itself? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's like an earthquake going on right now in the FA and in the Premier League, how referees behave themselves and how that's just insane. It's madness, absolute madness. I'll go into that some other time because I don't want to ruin my evening. But referee, they're not choosing to give a yellow card. Ball play down the wing. They're still in play. Can he get to it? Right back there getting the ball. Oh, Khadija Shaw's just missed a header from the centre of the box. Oh, she should have scored there. Lovely ball in by Alex Greenwood there by Manchester City women. That should have been Manchester City women 2-0 up. This is what I'm talking about tonight. They're just not firing on all cylinders, the Manchester City women in the last third. They're creating opportunities, but they are causing themselves frustrations. But here also, I'm covering the live coverage of East Kilbridge versus Argyle United. Thanks for that, Steve. Yeah, I'm watching it as well here. I'm watching the other one in the other screen. Oh, he's got it to the Bennett area. He's cutting it across nearly. The commentator, I can't lie, it does sound a bit like Ali McCoist, but I don't know if it is him. I don't think it is Ali McCoist, though. If you're new, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I did a first reaction there to the Arsenal women 4-0 win over Juventus women. Also covering now the Manchester City women who are 1-0 up. They've just missed a good opportunity there. Shaw for Manchester City women. Oh, there's a player down injured now. Ouch. And also, that's a head injury that he got head. That's just the football injury. That's not damage, but it's the player down. He received a header right there in the temple. So he's just had to go down and just make sure. They have to be careful with head injuries, not just in the men's football, but in women's football. The well-being of the footballers has to come first and foremost. I've noticed one of the England League Cups is on, but not Premier League teams, but Arsenal, Manchester City. Oh, they're playing the under-21s. Oh, they got to be careful there with this youngster because he had a really horrible head there. Yeah, it's just they both went for the ball and they both got keeping an eye, but he got hit by the head, and the player that headed the captain, the captain there, Nistrom. Oh no, sorry, I got the wrong. Sorry about that. McAllister, the captain for Argyle United, they're going over to the youngster to see that it's all right. I'm not too sure who's injured there on the floor, but it was an incident. It wasn't a nasty header. On the 9th of December, last day of the Conference League, Spurs versus... Oh, I see. Well, that's got to be a clash. Coming up to 60 minutes between Manchester City women versus Hammrby. Manchester City women should be at least 3-0 up. There's a substitution going on by the visiting side. Hammrby women. It looks like Smija Holman is coming on for Joanna Anderson, and there's another substitution. Thea Sorobo coming on for Asato Mijagawa. And it's still 1-0 only to Manchester City women. So they need to be careful here because points are very important. Remember, Barcelona women have lost one of their first 3 games in the group stages of the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage. They're in Group D. And so the Barcelona women football fans will be wanting Manchester City to slip up here. Still 1-0. Still, for me, Manchester City women should win 2-0. That's my prediction. At the moment, it's 1-0. Substitutions just finishing off there, following Alice Greenwood free kick happened just a bit earlier on. Howley on the ball, back post. The player slipped. I hate that when that happens, Steve, when you've got 2 matches and you want to watch them both, but they're all both at the same time, and you can't really enjoy them because you're flicking around. But sometimes that's how they land. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And good luck to Laura Kaminsky this Sunday. They're playing against the Aston Villa women. The last watch along, I covered the Aston Villa women versus Manchester United women. Jordan Nobbs there in the midfield. Very important to the Aston Villa. I think if the Crystal Palace women can shut down her time on the ball, her distribution on and off the ball, we're halfway there. Because the link-up play between Jordan Nobbs and they're going up the right-hand side there. Can they whip it in? And Rachel Daly there within Jordan Nobbs from Aston Villa. If we can shut down that, then we should be halfway there for winning 3 vital points for the Crystal Palace women this weekend. Oh no! Why didn't he cross the ball? He went for glory. And Robertson there for East Kilbridge. Maybe it's for Teach. Oh my days, that's a yellow booking. That's a little bit naughty. That's very naughty. I think it's raining there as well. Ouch, that must have hurt. Look at this tackle. He's going for the ball. He just went through the ball, cleared the player out, and Jack Leitich getting a yellow card there. The midfielder there just chopping somebody up there. No idea who he chopped up there. Ouch. He was ready on the way up, but still. I heard about Juventus women first one and now 4. Yeah, that's right, Steve. The Juventus women at halftime, and they were losing 1-0, and then the Arsenal women in the second half just stepped up the levels where they should be, and the Arsenal women winning at the end 4-0, and you can see the difference of quality. And Arsenal have got a lot of injured players. I still can't understand why Arsenal women football fans, they allowed Viv to be sold. Of course, she's now injured, playing for Manchester City. But I would have sold. What a player for women's football. The Netherlands international player. River Media. Oh. Just getting a little... It's still 1-0 here between Manchester City women versus Hammrby. It's a corner conceded now by Manchester City women. I mean, I'm telling you, anything can go wrong. They need to be careful here, because if they concede a goal, the thing is, you can always tell, you can always think that Manchester City women can just turn up another gear and bish bash bosh, they'll get another goal. But Hammrby, they're frustrated. Referee, that's a foul, isn't it? That was nearly a rugby tackle there. Clever back. Just walking backs. He's actually holding on to him. And he wins a free kick there. The number 8 there. Dempsey there. Free kick taken short. It's still Manchester City women 1, Hammrby 0 in the Women's Champions League. I'm also covering a bit of Scottish football, and it's gone to the left-hand side. Scottish. This is the Challenge Cup in quarter-final stages in the Scottish football, and it does not include, I've been told, big up to you, Steve, it does not include any teams. Oh, the referees, the goal is in no man's land, and it does not include any teams from the Scottish Premier League. It's just the leagues below that, my understanding now. And it's a good build-up work there by Argyle. Oh, looking for that equaliser. I can't lie. Argyle United looking the most likely to score. They are trying a lot, whether on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. There's still plenty of time, a good 5 or 6 minutes of normal time to be played here at the Ross Commercial Finance Park Stadium, the home of East Kilbride. I'll get the name right in a minute. Oh, my days. But while I get the name right, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Gone for the back post on the corner. Is that what? How is that not another corner? Dodgy referee. And I'm saying dodgy referee. I mean, there's all these referees at the moment doing all these videos and getting themselves into trouble these days. What is going on with the referees? What is going on? I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan right now, you still be well upset, I suppose, but I have to say I'm still upset about it, because we've been at as Crystal Palace men, we've been at the receiving end of unfortunate decisions from that referee. Real talk. Coming up to about 70 minutes here, also on the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage. Manchester City women 1, Hammrby 0. They are frustrating the Manchester City women. The Manchester City have created chances, but in the last third, there's a substitution going on. And there's a substitution there just gone in there. Manchester City women, they now concede. Get in the corner, I should say. So good luck to them on that set piece there. They need to make opportunities and make them count. But at the moment, they can't just get at the other end. That's a goal kick, isn't it? What? He's good. Yeah, that's a goal kick. Here goes Dempsey on the ball. Out to the left-hand side. Can he cross it in first time? He does. No one in the box there to meet it. Oh, hello. Oh, nearly lost the ball there. You're right, Steve. They are talking. Oh, hello. 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 There's Dempsey on the ball. McLean on the ball there. Good footballing there. That's a fair referee. That's a foul. Where's the yellow card, ref? Suspect referee. McLean there asking for the referee to dish out the yellow card on the opponent. He just chopped up his left foot. Suspect refereeing. Surely 4 minutes of minimal extra time. You can see the fans there in the background. They're standing there. Manchester City versus Spurs in there. Looking forward to that. Oh, Spurs are going to get... Spurs fans are so disappointing. Those Spurs fans, if there's any Spurs Tottenham Hotspur fans out there, I mean, you lot are just bottle jobs. How you can lose against Ipswich Town and allow my Crystal Palace now to be in the bottom three is absolute sins. I mean, still 1-0 here. Manchester City women versus Hammrby. It's important they don't slip up there. Oh, but that's a good save there by the keeper. Still 1-0. They've got about, I would say, 16 minutes to play in the Manchester City women's match versus Hammrby. I think this is going to end 3-2 between East Kilbride versus Argyle United. Well, anything can happen. There's 4 minutes of minimal extra time, but this match is coming to its conclusion unless there's some bad mistakes from somewhere. Yeah, the Forest versus Arsenal. Forest that's going to be how ironic that Edu leaves Arsenal, and the moment that he starts working for Nottingham Forest, they start losing matches. I told you, if there's any Nottingham Forest fans out there, you might want to rethink that. The only thing that Edu's good at is spending money, and you won't get any trophies in return. Go and talk to the Arsenal fans; they'll tell you about that. Nearly £800 million spent, nearly £900 million spent, over 400 million net spent by Edu in 4 to 5 years, and no trophies for Arsenal. And now he's working at Nottingham Forest, and he's on his first day on the job. Nottingham Forest lose at home. Nottingham Forest fans, look into my eye, look into that. I tell you something, you got a wrong in there. But in the meantime, please give it a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It's still 1-0 for the I wish next season the Crystal Palace women will be in the women's in the UEFA's Women's Champions League. Come on, Laura Kaminsky, you can get the Crystal Palace women up there, up the table. You know you can do it. You know you will. But at the moment, in the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage, they're in Group D. Manchester City women 1, Hammrby 1. It's not so much as Hammrby has frustrated City. They have played well. Of course, you have to contain Manchester City to 1 goal. You have to be playing really well. I can't lie. But the fact of the matter is, Manchester City just have not been able to get over the last third when they've made opportunities, which is very unlike them here. And there's a corner there for Hammrby women. So Manchester City women, they need to be careful here. They don't want to lose points. I mean, we won't be the end of the world, but because obviously Barcelona in the same group, they have lost a match in their first three matches. But I'll tell you something, it looks like it's going to end here 3-2, and that is the final whistle here, 3-2, and that's a massive win there for East Kilbride. They did all the work. In my opinion, in the first half, scoring two early goals, one by Robertson, one by Baldy within the first 15 minutes, and in the second half, cementing that win there by Elliott, scoring there by McShane, giving him a lovely assist there. But Argyle United, with Henderson scoring and Roos scoring as well, making it a tight thing at towards the end. You can see all the players there thanking each other, coaching staff. Respect there for both clubs there. You can see the crowds there. They were all standing there watching the game, and it's ended. Good football there, Steve. Thanks for pointing that match out, because I would have missed that. And I've learned that in this competition, if you didn't know, in the Challenge Cup in Scottish football, it does not include any of the Scottish Premier League teams. So the teams are able to field out. Don't know if they get I don't know what the reward is, both financially or whether they're able to play in other cups if they win this competition. And looks a good crowd, good turnout there. It's still 1-0 with Manchester City versus Hammrby. Just listening to Michael Kennedy there speaking, the winning manager. He's happy with how his players started. Good manager there, Michael Kennedy there, winning 3-2. I'm just going to go back now to because that match is finished. Just going to go back to the Manchester City women's fixture there against Hammrby, and just to confirm that earlier on in the same competition in the UEFA's Women's Champions League, it ended a Juventus 0, Arsenal women 4, and oh my God, Arsenal women's football fans, they'll be saying they've probably got their Arsenal team back. I think it's a solid away performance by the Arsenal women. And in the first half, it was 1-0 to them, and then in the second half, Arsenal women just stepped up levels. It was just literally a training session for them. The Bayern Munich women, they're still playing. It's 2-0 up against Valerenga. And Barcelona women, Kira Walsh getting into the goals there, although she never gets nominated for a Ballon d'Or. Kira Walsh, the Lionesses, Barcelona midfielder there. And she helped Barcelona side winning 7-0 against St. Polten. And still playing here, Manchester City women 1-0 over Hammrby, and it's still anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's another corner here going on, and the Manchester City women need to be careful. They don't make a mistake and end up drawing this, or worse still. There's still about a good 11, 12 minutes of normal time to be played here. It was a later kickoff. And I'll add the starting lineups for the Manchester City women and Hammrby women later on. I have put in the description the starting lineup for the Arsenal women when they were facing the Juventus women. Of course, that finished 4-0. Some of the as for tomorrow's fixture between Celtic women versus Celtic women versus Chelsea women, they are going to be resting some players there. It's been announced there. Just trying to get the names of the players that they were resting. I'm just trying to find them. I can't find it. Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. That's what it is. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. No, I can't find it. But Celtic, it's going to be a tall order for the Celtic women. The Chelsea women, they are going there with confidence. They are leaving 4 key first starters for them, and they're not going to go up there. And it's I've lost the stream now. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, Manchester City! Look at that! I drop away 1 second, and then the Manchester City women scored the second goal. I mean, how unlucky can you get? Unbelievable! That's all the fault for the Chelsea fans. I was looking to see the Chelsea women for tomorrow versus the Celtic women, and in that instance, the Manchester City women have scored their second goal. My predictions for this fixture in the UEFA Women's Champions League group stage in Group D, my prediction was Manchester City women 2, Hammrby 0, and that's what it is now. They've got about 7 or 8 minutes to play, and it was a Kouabi an assist, Leila Kouabi assist up to Fulgino, and on 80 minutes. Fulgino making it 2-0 for Manchester City women. There'll be a sigh of relief there from the Manchester City women fans, no doubt, because they think. 1 minute. And yeah, that should do it. It's that goes to show that if you persevere, if you keep digging in, Alba Fulgino, she's hit the post, she's missed really good opportunities throughout the match, but there she keeps fighting, the corner, and then she was not scared of diving into the ball, and with a diving header. Meeting the left there from the cross from the left hand side from Leila's cross, and a well-deserved goal there for Alba Fulgino for the Manchester City women. That's what you call perseverance, because I tell you something, she's missed some sitters. She should have had really nearly a hat-trick, like really, on the opportunities that she's had in this match, but she just couldn't get it over the line. So funny enough, the easier opportunities that she's had before, she completely fluffed her lines, but on a difficult one where she had to just throw herself into it, reaching a cross from the left-hand side, across by Laura, across by Leila, Alba Fulgino, diving header, and well done, really good goal. That's what you call perseverance, and that tells you a lot about the side of Manchester City. They don't give up on that. and that's the scary thing. And they've got a lot of players that have not travelled to this match, and that means that now Manchester City women should be going, if I can check the tables, 3 points clear of Barcelona women in yes, they are. I am right, because Manchester City women now have played 3. They have won 3 in the UEFA's Women's Champions League group stage. They're in Group D. And Barcelona women, of course, they lost 1 game, so they're only on 6 points out of 3 games. So Barcelona losing their first match. But believe me, don't underestimate Barcelona. You can still see Barcelona getting to the end. They're just going to have to work a bit harder in the next selection. My understanding is that the first 2 teams in each group, Group D, they qualify for the next bit. If I'm wrong, then do correct me. But in Group D, Barcelona and Manchester City look certain. In Group C, Bayern Munich played 3, got 9 points. Arsenal women played 3, but they lost 1, so they've got 6 points, but they should be fine. In Group B, it's a little bit more tighter. Chelsea women, Real Madrid 20, and Celtic women, they'll feature tomorrow. Tomorrow evening kickoff is Celtic women versus Chelsea women. Chelsea women are not travelling with 4 of the first team regular starters up to Glasgow. But the Celtic manager there, she's looking forward to put her young side against the Celtic women, the Chelsea women squad in depth there. But I think it's in Group B, it will be the Chelsea women and the Real Madrid women that will go through. In the Group A, Roma women again, and Olympique Lyonnais women, they feature tomorrow. Also, of course, Wolfsburg and Galatasaray women. Oh, what's that? Big up to you, Steve. Yeah, Arsenal and Forest sounds a good on same points pressure on Arsenal with 3 from Forest lost to Newcastle. It's because they were doing fine. The moment Edu landed there from Arsenal, Nottingham Forest start losing points. Nottingham Forest fans out there, just look into that. I'm telling you, just open your eye, look into my eye, look into that. Real talk. You got a wrong one there. That man likes to spend. Edu likes to spend money. And you don't get a returning trophies. Go and ask the Arsenal fans. Anyway, it's been a good live stream. It's good to see watch along events for women's football and for the UCL games. Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. Yeah, I'm just going to do that because by doing these matches, I get a bit more insight into the Manchester City team, Manchester City women's team, the Arsenal women's team. Yesterday, I did the watch along. Was it yesterday or the day before? I did the watch along for the Manchester United women as well, so you get a good insight there. Liverpool women as well, so it's good to get a good look into that, to see the squad in depth, what kind of formations they play, how their managers are sort of sensing how their teams are performing thus far, especially when they come up towards the fixtures against Crystal Palace women. This Sunday, Crystal Palace women will be playing against away, I presume at Villa Park. I might be wrong, but they're playing the Aston Villa women, and it's not going to be easy. As I said, when I was doing the watch along for the Manchester United women versus the Aston Villa women, if the Crystal Palace women this Sunday can neutralise and just stop the link-up play between Jordan Nobbs of Aston Villa women's midfielder and the link-up that she has up there with Rachel Daly, if they can just neutralise and just stop that from happening at all in the first and in the second half, then we're halfway there. It's coming up to about 90 minutes plus 1 minute of extra time. Still Manchester City women 2, Hammrby 0, and it's it's going to be a few good matches there, Steve. I agree with you if you're still there. With the following the international break, also I may add, we have to wait and see what players return from international duty and what conditions. I mean, this competition that they're playing, of course, I'm sure playing for their country is very important, whether it's for England or for whatever nation they're playing for. But I tell you something, I just hope all our players at Crystal Palace that are playing in international duty, not just we've got Mark Gahey, Henderson there, it's I hope they're all return in one piece and fully firing on all cylinders, because we can just do without injuries. As for the referees, there is an earthquake going on, and there's a lot of questions being asked right now between what's going on with these referees and what they think to themselves about professional football managers, whether they're from England or otherwise. Because I tell you something, I've seen it, and I'm not an expert. I've never managed a football team. I've never refereed a football team, a football match. But sometimes you do leave a match in the Premier League and you're thinking, nothing personal against the referee or the referee that's on VAR, but you're thinking, we've just been mugged today. We've literally been mugged today with some of these decisions. And of course, football fans will be emotional, but when it's in tune with what the coaching staff and what the manager, whom are professionals in the game, and they're saying, and they're seeing exactly what the fans are saying, and I'm no doubt that people that own football clubs, that exist in the chairman of Crystal Palace, all the owners, all the majority holders, all the coach, all the scouts, all the staff behind the scenes at Crystal Palace. You go pre-season, you set up the best opportunity for your team to start the season. All right, you get a few injuries, and then you get refereeing decisions that you're thinking to yourself, well, it doesn't matter what we do. If we're going to get referees that have a mentality against your manager on the dugout before even they blow the whistle to start the match, you're not just playing against the opposition. You're playing against a referee that doesn't like your manager. So what's going to come out of at the end of that? I tell you what comes at the end of the match is I have to leave Selhurst Park thinking to myself, saying to myself, we've been mugged today by the decisions, by the officials. And I'm not asking for favours from the referee. I'm not asking for favours from the FA or from the Premier League. All I'm asking for is consistency in decisions throughout whoever they are refereeing against. It should be impartial refereeing. And at the moment, as what's happening right now in referees versus Premier League professional managers, it's clear, it's evident there for everyone to see that there is not, the both are not in sync. They're not working together to get the best viewing for the players, for upping levels in refereeing. There is clearly the wavelength of the referees versus the managers is not there. And the only people that can fix that, in my opinion, are the people that own the football clubs, that run the football clubs, the people that decide who and what TV rights are issued, i.e. the organizations, which is the FA, the Premier League, and also the TV companies need to come in here and also have their say as well, and just get around the table and talk it out. Because at the moment, it's ridiculous when you have referees saying that horrible, not just horrible things, but it's just madness. I have not come across any professional referee that has left their profession that are just like, they're all in shock of what's going on, and it needs to be put right, because I'm absolutely still fuming on it. I'm not even a Liverpool fan. Can you imagine what the Liverpool fans are thinking? There's no doubt that that's why Liverpool fans have always said they don't feel that they get recognition that they deserve, not just from opposition fans, but also from officials and officiating of what happens to them. And I have to say, when my team faces Liverpool side, I don't feel that we get fair treatment when we're refereed against the Liverpool side. So something is not right. They need to look into it. Something needs to be sorted out, because it's absolutely ridiculous. What's this? I used to watch the UK. Big up to you, Steve. I used to watch the UK. I used to watch UK Nations in winter. This is under the 16th. Oh, right. Okay. And they only played 80 minutes. I remember the Masters football. Yeah, I remember that back in the old days. The Masters. It was they didn't play, and it was inside like a sports center, and I think it's when I might be wrong, but I think it's when Sky Sports first started doing their putting up the satellite dishes, and everyone was going mad about it. I think it was in those days, and they had the Master. They had the old veterans playing in little things. But to do that, you need organisation, you need funding, and you need investment to that. And I think there's money in there. But I think what they tend to do now is people making money in what going into podcasts and things like that. Yeah, I remember that, Steve. I used to enjoy that. But they didn't used to play in pitches. It was an indoor. Yeah, you're right. Football indoor, 5-a-side of all footballers playing. Yeah. And some you can still see that they had the skills, but obviously they ain't got the legs. Right. Right. Oh, you actually went there. Oh, big up to you, man. Big Head Arena in 22-24. And Paul. Good for you, mate. I can't remember when it was the last time they did those indoor competitions. Was that? No, it must have been then. That must have been. I'm thinking of something else because 2002. When did Sky start doing their things? No, maybe you're right. Yeah. Because Sky started doing dishing out the dishes, and that's when it was. But yeah, I don't think they do it now, Steve. It's because there's when will they fit it in? It's all about money in the sense of you got to fund it. Someone's got to fund it, and yep, it's ended. Manchester City women 2, Hammrby 0. That was my prediction. I'm getting quite good at this prediction. I'm getting good at predictions of Scottish football. I can't lie, and especially where Hibs is involved, because I always get them to lose matches. But yeah, so there's any Scottish Hibs fans out there. Sorry, I always jinx it for you lot. But there you go. But on today, if I can get this right, just going to go through the run score. In the UEFA Women's Champions League, Group C, Juventus Women 0, Arsenal Women 4. The Arsenal women fans will be saying to themselves, yeah, they got their Arsenal back. I think they've got a glimmer of it. The first half they did very well. Dominating the possession of the play, going in half time at 1-0, and in the second half the Arsenal women just up levels. It was a training session for them, and very well done to the Arsenal women. They're gaining 3 very important points, having of course the first match in the UEFA Women's Champions League, losing their first match, but they are now back on course, so good luck to them. Bayern Munich has scored a 3rd goal. I missed it. Let me see who scored it. It was SchatzerA in extra time. Bayern Munich, a convincing win there of 3-0 over Vålerenga, and that's a full-time result in that same Group C. In Group D, Barcelona women 7. Kira Walsh getting into the goals, assisting goals. Hawaii's Kira Walsh never nominated for a Ballon d'Or. I'll never know. For me, she should be the winner of Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. If you ever get the opportunity to go and watch Kira Walsh, or get to watch the likes of Frank Kirby or Lucy Bronze, go and watch these professional women play football. Because when I watch my Crystal Palace women playing, those are the levels that I aspire my Crystal Palace women and their coaching staff to be meeting. Anything less will not do. And the Crystal Palace women are fighting the corner. They're fighting the course. They never give up on each other, for themselves or for Laura Kaminsky, the Crystal Palace women's manager. Go and watch them this Sunday against the Aston Villa women. I've got nothing to do with the football club. Go and check out cpfc.co.uk, the official webpage, or call the box office at Crystal Palace. I have nothing to do with the football club. I'm just a football fan like you. And good luck to the Crystal Palace women this weekend. But back to the Barcelona women 7, St. Polten women 0. That wasn't a training exercise for the Barcelona women. It's just themselves making a statement, sending a statement, because they themselves, their very first match in this competition, they lost. So they dropped 3 points. Manchester City women are on 9 points, having played 3 points. Manchester City women 2. Hammrby women 0. That was my prediction, and that's what happened. Well done to the Manchester City women. They were frustrated, I thought, in the first half mostly, but I think not. Listen, to hold Manchester City to a 2-0 win is an order in itself. Believe me, it cannot be an easy task to do. I don't say that lightly. So well done to Hammrby. They should be proud of what they've done. But Manchester City women had loads of opportunities to get the ball over into the net in the last third, and in the end they won 2-0. That was my prediction. So well done the Manchester City women players there in Group D. They top that Group D. Also, watch out for tomorrow. I try and do the watch along tomorrow. It's the Chelsea women. They are travelling up to Glasgow, but they are going to be playing against Celtic women. It's a tall order for the Celtic women and their young manager there, but they should do well there. Chelsea women have confirmed that Sonia Bombasto, that she's confirmed that she's not taking 4 of her usual starting players that play for her. She's not going to risk it. She's got enough squad in depth of Chelsea women's squad in depth to go up there to Glasgow, and but that should be a good match. There should be a match. So I'm looking forward to see that match tomorrow. What I was going to say with that match as well, there's something important. Where's it going to be at? Oh, they are playing at Celtic Park, so they're not going to play at a different venue. It will be at Celtic Park. I think that will probably be that should be a good turnout there, attendance-wise, definitely. Yeah, that's what I've just said, and I just read something here saying that last season the record crowd at Celtic Park was just under 16,000, and I think they might even eclipse that tomorrow. If the Chelsea fans, I think it's midweek, so it's difficult for the Chelsea fans. But believe me, there is Chelsea women fans that go, if the match is in another galaxy, in the Andromeda galaxy, away from the Milky Way galaxy, they will travel that far to watch their Chelsea women. Believe me, they are absolutely crazy. They're all amazing, but they will travel. So I expect a big turnout there for the Chelsea women fans out there at Celtic Park. There's a big day for the Chelsea midfielder, Erin Cuthbert, who used to play for Rangers and Glasgow City before she linked up with Chelsea women in 2017 or 16. And so, as you all know, any player that used to play for Glasgow or in that area for Rangers, playing against Celtic is going to be a massive thing, but she's going up there. Erin Cuthbert, look out for her tomorrow in the midfield. She'll probably want to have an amazing day there, and yeah, so that should be quite interesting. Big up to Steve. Where are we? Oh my god, I've missed loads of comments from you. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let's just find out where we were. Stream. I was UK Nation Assistant Private Assassin. Also, oh yeah, we did that one. I've been twice live in Birkenhead. All right, we've done that one. That's near St Mirren's Stadium where I went. All right, so you went. You've also been to St Mirren's Stadium as well. I remember James said he's going to be a granddad at 53 because my father became a granddad at 37 and became a father at 18. His daughter became. Oh, well, there you go. Congratulations to your grandfather and to James. Well done to those two gentlemen there, and to all the children being born there. And also, you go on to lead as the highest scoring draw in the league. Was Motherwell 6, Hibs. There you see, Hibs. Oh, I reckon if I would have commentated, if I would have if I would have done a prediction for that, I reckon Hibs would have probably lost that 7-6 or something in 2010, and Hibs was 6-2 up. There you go. I probably did do a little comment. I don't know. I always seem to jinx the Hibs fans. I don't know why. I did see St Mirren's Stadium in 2018, but did take photos. Yeah, it's the same with me, Steve. I had the same problem. I've been to so many grounds back in the day, and yeah, because in those days there was no mobile phones. There was nothing. You can get, of course, you can get cameras and stuff like that, but not certainly with the quality and the ability that what we can these days. So yeah, if you've gone to stadiums and you haven't had any photos, try and take as much as you can, and everyone's doing it now. But you take some brilliant photos, so keep at it. Right, so let me just go back up to it's coming up to about 2 hours. Let me just go back. I don't think I've missed anything else. I've covered a little bit about the referee. I've mentioned the Scottish Challenge Cup in the quarterfinal stages there. Well done to East Kilbride. They're winning 3-2 over United. It did end it. Dunfermline Athletic 1, Alloa Athletic 0. Oh, Livingston 2, Greenock Morton 1. So Livingston had to score a second to survive there. Just quickly going into it, 87. Oh no, so they were 2-0 up, and then the Green Mock scored in early additional extra time. Greenock Morton there. No idea what that is. I'll have to Google that one. You're gonna have to take the trade. Yeah, I think just as I said before, it started to get nippy out there. Certainly down here where I am, and I expect up north in Scotland, in the next few weeks, it's going to start to get a bit chilly. So wrap up well there. Right, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're watching this on playback. A massive thank you to Steve RFC for dropping in. Absolute gentleman there. Big up to Stev, the Chelsea fan, coming in there with a Chelsea going to score 8. Big up to James Stone. Congratulations on becoming a grandfather. Big up to you. Shalom, shalom, as you say. And also, congratulations. Thank you to Tower 1 Power Exposes Lord Dolby. No idea what that's about. Big up to you and your hat. I don't think I missed anyone there. But thank you very much, everyone who tuning in. Good insight there. Watching the Arsenal women women's team there, and also watching the Manchester City women's team. Well done to them in winning their fixtures in the UEFA Women's Champions League. Tomorrow's a big one. Celtic women versus the Chelsea women. With that said, the lineup there: I'm predicting Celtic women 1, Chelsea women 4. That's my prediction tomorrow. But it'll be a nervy little first half. But I think once Chelsea get going, there'll be no stopping them. Even with the first 4 first-time team starters that Sonia Bombastin is not taking up to Glasgow tomorrow. She's going to have plenty there to select from. Yep, so that's be for tomorrow. Let me just quickly have a look at the fixtures. And tomorrow, Real Madrid will also be playing, so that will be a good match as well. The Group A will have their matches, and also in the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, there's going to be some matches there as well. Right, let me just make sure I haven't missed any comments. I've lost everything. Oh. Plenty of mountain hills in Gimwell. Most are seen in one city, and seen next to the train station. Oh, that's handy. That's handy when you go to away fixtures or to stadiums away, and if they're close to the main bus station or to the main train station, it makes life a lot easier. But sometimes you do have to take an additional transport, maybe to get there. It can be a bit of a mission. I can't lie. Right. Thank you very much for watching, Steve. A massive thank you to you and to Josh, to Stev, and to James Stone, and to anybody else that's tuned in live, and anyone who's tuned in on playback. If you haven't subscribed at Diego C. Palace, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Everyone out there, thank you very much. Stay safe out there. Let's wrap up good. And up the Palace, Crystal Palace women. Next season, we will be in the UEFA Champions League. Mark my words. Come on, Crystal Palace women. You can do that. Laura Kaminsky there. She can get us there. Nobody else can. Laura Kaminsky will do that. Good luck to the Crystal Palace women on Sundays. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and catch you up tomorrow on the next one. Thanks for watching.